Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, I said. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, I said. Even with my allergies bad and things going on, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Y'all hear my brother in the back. What up? It's a young Moorish American artist. Check him out. What's the title of that? It don't matter? It don't matter. Listen, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Chapter 25. Let's go.
I'm talking that stuff in here, man.
Talking that stuff?
I'm talking that stuff to this.
Is that Moorish? Is that Moorish language?
It's that Moorish language.
That Moorish language, okay. They gonna hate on you. Oh, stop that. I can teach off of that.
He said,
Whoa.
He said, Mo, run it
Whoa.
back. He said the first verse.
It said it don't matter. They gonna hate on you. Carbondale Bay has been hated on by everybody. Let me talk to y'all. They even told this young brother, watch that more. And he said, I've been watching you more, but I don't see what they see or what they said. People would put titles on you, right? People would try to say you a fraud, you a scammer. Let that play a little bit more. These are haters, y'all. Come on with it.
That's
Let's
right.
listen. The truth? Put my coffee down.
What happened,
It said, I heard him say, it don't matter because they know that you represent the truth. Is that what I just heard?
That's practically what you heard, Mo.
Mo, you know, for all my life, Allah be my witness. I always tell them, I'm not perfect. Islam is perfect. Allah is perfect. Noble Drew Ali, your prophets are perfect. Carbondale Bay ain't perfect. Woo-wee. But I do stand to be a perfected man. Huh? Is that what he talking about? The truth. With the Drew Ali, I'm the truth. Political leaders? Can I camera see you, Mo? No. There you go. Let the Moors see you.
Islam. I'm the artist.
Let's cut this. This is our brother. What's our brother's name? Let the camera see you, man. You know, you're kind of comfortable, Mo. There you go.
Yeah.
Let them see you. Let them focus. I want y'all to focus on my brother. You know, he right here. We got Moors right here in Carbondale, Illinois. That's right. Murfreesboro, Cairo, Mounds, Illinois. Huh? East St. Louis, 618 in the house. What up, bro? Go on and talk to the people a little bit. I'm going to drink my coffee, Mo.
Islam. This your bro Barnes L.
Ain't nothing in this but coffee. Don't say
nothing.
we out here high, drunk, and talking crazy. All right, that's fine.
Look, ginger juice.
Ginger juice.
Ginger juice. This is my drink, right? We gonna drink, take a sip for this ginger. Now, this your brother Barzell coming straight out of Southern Illinois.
That right.
Ancient Egypt itself.
Ancient Egypt. Come on with it. Islam.
See your Illinois encyclopedia where they tell you about the inhabitants of Southern Illinois and how they had dark skin in resemblance to the so-called Egyptians.
Like that? Like
dark
me?
Skin, like you and
like you and me?
Yes,
y'all hear this?
Yes. and that they resembled the so-called Egyptians.
Is that in that book you
there.
brought over here?
Yes.
That one book? It's kind of old, ancient.
Yeah, 1980. Well,
yeah, it was out there.
Yeah,
it was out there.
It's the encyclopedia of Illinois.
Of Illinois. There we go.
They're going to tell you that this is Egypt.
You got that from Carbondale Library, right?
Carbondale Public Library.
The public library, because I told them to go to
Morris Library.
Morris Library. That's right.
And we have a Morris.
That's right.
It's
Library.
spelled M-O-R-I-S-S.
2 O-R-I-S.
It's spelled Moorish, but we know it's more-ish. In fact, you'll be able to see
All is well, Bella.
one of the Kushite senators that was here in the late 1800s, early 1900s, in a statue at SIU.
Say
And
what?
he's dressed in
this
Roman.
man dropping it on y'all. Come on with it.
This school dean was dressed in Roman Senate garb. Look up Google, look up Roman Senate, see what they wear. This dean in SIU was dressed up just like that. Islam.
Islam. I wanted you to build a little bit about what you're going through. You know, your travels a little bit, and for the record, we are not sovereign citizens. We are not sovereign citizens. That's oxymoron language. We are Moorish American Muslims who desire to be better. We are not slaves to sin. And that's what we're speaking about, how to come out of their government, out of their corrupt paperwork system, numbers, status, etc., etc. And the brother has been running into a lot of basic problems, huh?
Man, a basic necessity.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him go in
Basic
a little bit.
problems.
And the reason I'm doing this is because if there's another Moorish American Muslim out there who's going through the same little structure or something close to, we want you to be able to reach out at 887-808-2477, extension 103, and say, this is a message for Brother D. Barneshill. 887-808-2477, extension 103. Okay? Because some of the things he went through and we have shared with him with the steps, steps not working, Morris. Right?
Islam.
So I want you to be able to share with them, you know, what you're doing, and take your time with it. And we're going to put this out there to the YouTube community.
Islam. Man, I want to praise Allah, give honors to His divine prophet, Noble Drew Ali.
Islam.
Honors to everyone that's standing for righteousness' sake. Islam.
Islam.
Islam. So yeah, Moors, I came into this movement, the Moorish National and Divine Movement. I came to the Moors where I'm at in Carbondale approximately 2 to 3 years ago. And what had brought me to this temple was I had already knew that my lineage comes from America. I knew that by way of my great-great-grandmother, who I used to see pictures of, that looked just like a black Indian.
That's right. Come on with it.
A black Indian. She looked like a quote-unquote Indian, but was just dark like us, right? And I knew, because I had that lineage, that, hey, it's not a guarantee that I come from Africa.
That's right.
But I also knew that, okay, there was an empire, a Moorish empire, that was on the west coast and in Spain, the west coast of Africa, and in the Iberian Peninsula, Spain, what they call it, Al-Andalus.
Okay.
And so I was able to resolve that either whether I was a Native American, American Indian, or even if I was a Western Coast African or North African, so-called Spaniard, right? I knew that I was still a Moor.
That's right. Man of original race. Moor. Man of original race. I got that from somebody back in the early 80s, and I don't know who I can give it back to, but man of original race. Walk with them. Let's go.
And so things that also had brought me in was my Hebrew my Hebrew studies. I had adopted some Torah culture while I was in a joint, while I was in a prison cell, and when I stopped being Christian, so I was Messianic. And so being Messianic, I still honored Yeshua, Jesus, as the Messiah, but I did not practice the Christian religion. So I didn't eat pork. I didn't celebrate their holidays.
Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter,
Woo. Black History Month.
Oh yeah.
You name whatever they put out there. The only thing I have celebrated was Mother's Day.
And that's
Father's
every day. Those are every day.
And those is every day.
That's right.
That's the brother man says.
That's right.
So that is what was one of my closer connections, because I began to study and learn that most of the Hebrew Israelites, actually 11 out of the 12 so-called tribes, the Hebrew Israelites of today proclaimed that these tribes were from America. It was only Judah that they were saying was from Africa. Okay, so I was also able to get that root connection. And then when I started to come around the temple, I asked the temple some tough questions. You wasn't finna get me and my sincerity if you can't prove to me a couple things. One of the things that the Most High Temple of America proved to me was that it was not a 501c3 organization.
Oh yeah, good fact, good fact, good fact.
Not a 501c3. See, I had learned that no matter how Hebrew you try to be, or how Israelite you try to be, or how Muslim you try to be, if you are subject to the regulations that's part of the 501c3 contract, you can never be for Al-Haq, the whole truth.
That's right.
You have to at some point yield or bend the truth
for them,
for your 501c3 contract.
Yeah, they can't speak against gays. They can't do a lot of things. Whatever that man tell them they can't do, they bet not do it. Or they're going to lose their little grant money.
Especially if you're 501c3.
That's right.
Because, what else is it? If you don't marry the gays.
Now check this out. No disrespect to you homosexuals, you gays, right?
No disrespect at all.
But over here, as Moorish American Muslim, it's not the same as the church. They don't control anything over here. So for those Moors out there who are saying that the temples are infiltrated, and Noble Drew Ali said that the temples were infiltrated, we want you to bring that documentation, because I know where that come from, and it does not come from Noble Drew Ali. You have had Satan whispering in your ear so long, where now, over 30 years, you got grandparents, right? Your grandparents and the grandbabies now are saying that the temples are infiltrated. Which this is the only true foundation for all Moors, for all Americans, for all of us. I don't care if you're in the Nation of Islam, I don't care if you Hebrew Israelite, it's for all of us. True foundation for all of us, okay? Melanated family, hear me out, this is serious. What we can do in here, you can't do out there. You can't take what Noble Drew Ali did and go try to create your own. It's not even divinely prepared, for one, by Allah, Raja, Allah, Jehovah, energy, the all of all. We ain't spooked out, okay? You're not divinely prepared. That's number one. Number two, the ancient ones, our ancient forefathers, are the ones who taught Noble Drew Ali. Through dreams, through him going to different schools, over in Egypt. They say he didn't leave America. Well, I used to say this to be cocky, and we're not going to be cocky. I used to say, well, he didn't leave America. He came down to Little Egypt. Okay? But we're not going to say that. If Noble Drew Ali said he went to Egypt, he went to Egypt. But what we need you to understand is, go back and look at the records of 1901 all the way to about 1910. And you will see that he was traveling with the circus. And for all of y'all who are using research letters as receipts against Noble Drew Ali, when he had a whole newspaper and he put out articles in the newspapers to rebuttal everything that these people are saying, if you're holding those as the truth, you are enemy to your people, you are enemy to all of us. And your head needs to roll in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. I'm not talking tough. I'm not talking seriously. Because we know Noble Drew Ali was divinely prepared. And we know that our ancient forefathers was with Noble Drew Ali and are with him today. And we know that he was sent by Allah, the great God. So anybody who speak against him, you speak against Allah, you speak against our ancient forefathers. We are not Arabs. Islam is our religion.
Say that again, because a lot of these people got it confused.
We are not Arabs. We are the mothers and fathers who created everything that was, is, and ever more to be. We are back to take the earth land as ours, not just America. We're going to start in America first. We're taking the whole world. The whole world must come back to the believers, the righteous ones. We can use the scriptures, whether you go in Quran or Bible. And I can show and prove to you with the scriptures, even about the land of milk and honey. We weren't talking about Africa, brothers and sisters. It was talking about right here in America.
Corn, maize. Where's maize?
Man, let's quit playing with it.
Maize
But look,
is from America.
Huh,
It's
man.
not from anywhere else.
So it's serious. We got to quit playing with these teachings and give them to our little ones. We supposed to been and had foreign land growing food,
Governments.
running our own government. This ain't no social club, Noble Drew Ali said. Those who are ready to work, get with us, man. We working. We don't championship to be the heads of the Moorish Science Temple of America. You got to go to those who say they're the heads, whether it's Jones Bay or whoever it might be. But we teach over here that we are Moorish American Muslims. We are in law, at law, and we're moving in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And these people recognize us as such, no matter where we go, what we do. But we have a brother today who's not getting the same favorable reply that we're getting. So we want to take the time out and let Brother D. Barnes-Hill share this with y'all, because this is real. We're about freeing ourselves. Islam. With that, I say peace.
Islam Morris. Praise Allah. Yeah, indeed. I don't know what has been happening right these last 10 plus years. But there's definitely been some things popping up to where they trying to blockade the Moors. And
How long? Y'all hear that? So in a minute, that means when your son and your daughter wake up, because the new Moors supposed to come in with their eyes wide open, seeing, they ain't gonna be able to do some of the things that we can do today, because he couldn't do. If he would have did it, what you say? If you would have did it when you first came in, you wouldn't have ran into these circumstances and situations. Well, he shouldn't have to rush to do it. You see what I'm saying? But these people are changing things in the system daily. Okay? So what works for me today might not be good for you 10 years from now. Why not? Because we're still waking up. We're still unfolding. And these people, they keep pushing the pen. They keep pushing the pen. And that's what they did to our brother. So that's why he's here today, because they've been pushing the pen on him. They want to make our brother look like he's a terrorist. And he's not a terrorist. He's not trying to go to Africa. He's not trying to go to Saudi Arabia. He's at home. All right, let me let you finish.
Thank you so much, Mo. Praise Allah. These things is truthful indeed. There's been some successes that I've been able to gather, right? And then there's been other successes that I haven't been able to gather. And yeah, it's really not as simple as filling out the forms and sending the forms through, because sometimes they deny you. Sometimes to send out a form, they say, "Oh, we don't recognize your government." And then you can tell them.
Y'all hear this?
Yeah, they'll tell you that.
Y'all hear this?
They don't recognize the Moorish Science Temple of America. They will tell you that. They'll say that we can't accept any documents from the Moorish community. They won't say that in paper, but they'll say that. They'll say it to you in your face. Just to test you, you know. They demonstrated.
He don't know how to ride. That's my nephew. That's my nephew. He don't know how to ride.
They demonstrated.
He trying.
So Moors was something that I just want all the Moors to know.
I'll put him to sleep on his own bike.
We are all going through this, right? This is organic. This is our organic movement, and it's being led by the will of Allah. And with our organic movement, that means things are always growing. Things are always changing. Things need a correction here or there. So what might have worked for bro Richard Neal Bay 10 years ago might not work the same as today. I mean, there's so many different acts being passed, so many different laws being passed. There's crimes that Moors are committing now that they probably weren't committed right over 10 years ago. So there's so many different things to take to consideration with these hardships. However,
but you know what? I'm glad you said that, because the whole time I was a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America under the leadership of Brother R. Love Ill. Remember I shared with y'all, I couldn't get the Bay on my name back then. Okay? And I'm with the National Grand Sheik of the Moorish Science Temple of America. He's given me a letter to take down to the Social Security Administration, along with the Divine Constitution and bylaws, along with
paid up on dues and everything.
Everything. It did not work, Moors, for me, and I shared this with those Moors, until I was obligated. I mean, just to be Neil Bay. I had been pushing the pen for many years. You see what I'm saying? Pushing the pen for many years. And I was not getting that favorable reply. Until I was obligated, I was married, and there was nothing my wife did, even though she has been to law school. Okay? She is a paralegal by trade.
A good one too. Look, got me want to go to paralegal school.
Oh, I advise all Moors get some trades.
Get you
some trades. You know, well, if you good and you want to understand law, go become a paralegal. But it wasn't from what my wife did. It was actually from me just being obedient to Allah and listening. And I received the favorable reply by pushing the pen. Check it out. These people here, and this is what I told this Moor. I used to take my stuff down there to them, and I found out from them. They told me, we don't even understand what you're doing. We're going to send this to Baltimore, and Baltimore is going to get back with you. Somebody who does understand. And just because they're in Baltimore in the main office don't mean that they understand. They got to send it to a whole different department, and that department is going to be able to say, oh, he's a Moorish American. He's denouncing that he's Negro, colored, black, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, yeah.
And I just wanted to show Moors, I definitely got portions. You see that L on the back of my state ID. You see that L.
Because he know how to contract now.
And so
he know how to contract. Everybody that come to home office, we have, and this is no sales pitch, okay? It's real. I don't care what temple you belong to. What he has, everybody who's a Moorish American Muslim should have the same exact demonstration. But your leaders don't want you to come get it from us because they don't like our Neil Bay. Because Neil Bay won't bring his members up under them and give them money so that they can, I mean, it's all about nothing. It's all illusion. Let's go.
Another L. This is the voter's registration ID. Right?
And everything he know how to contract and become the master of the contract, okay? That he's sharing with you now. But there's other things that he has not been able to do, so that's why he wanted to do this. That's why I asked him to do this video. Let's go, bro. Put it out there. I'm charged off this coffee, y'all. Get y'all some mushroom coffee in you. What up?
Islam. Hey, so with these portions, there's some things that I've gotten completed. There's other things that I haven't. And it's just more, it's really important to know that these things can happen to you. You can get caught up, right? You can get denied. But what we must do is we have to get to our chapter 5 of the Holy Quran or the Moorish Science Temple of America.
What's that? What it say?
Circle 7.
What it say?
And we got to use that hammer, Mo.
Oh, use the hammer. Yeah,
see,
okay.
At a certain point.
Tools.
The tools.
In the workshop of the mind. Islam. Come on,
we got to use the hammer home the truth.
Yes, sir.
To make sure it's part of every part.
It's got to be truthful.
So these people that want
So for me, it wasn't part in every part until I got obligated. Because see, in Islam, in the Holy Quran, it says being married is half of your faith, your deen, your way of life. Okay, I want them to understand that. Praise Allah.
Marriage is half the deen, Prophet Muhammad.
That's right.
That's a real portion.
All the prophets taught it. All the prophets had wives. Even to the point they told us Jesus didn't have a wife. There's information that said that Jesus did have a wife. There's go.
A lot of information that says Jesus actually had a wife, and we can touch on that in the next video, because I studied Jesus, his followers, the true followers of Jesus, and that's another reason why I came directly to the temple.
Boom! Stop for a minute. The true followers of Jesus today is us, y'all.
This is our hope.
This is our hawk, like he just said. The true followers of Jesus is us. So when you're reading the Holy Quran, the big book, when they talk about the people of the book, it's talking about you and I. We are the Moors. Okay? And we can trace ourselves back to our family that come out of Lot and Moab and farther back than that. We can go before Adam and Eve. This is why they didn't like Noble Drew Ali, because he told us we was over 50,000 years old, and they were teaching people that are 6,000 years old.
Yeah, they can't like Noble Drew Ali.
They didn't like Noble Drew Ali. He said we was over 50,000 years old. In 1920-something, he was saying this. And every education system over here, every scholar over here was teaching 6,000 years. Oh, no, 6,000 years is all. You see what I'm saying?
Counting up the years in the Bible. And I've done the count myself. It was more than 6,000. It was about 7,000. I did the count when I was incarcerated. I counted from Adam to Noah, from Noah to Abraham, from Abraham to, who else came? Israel. I counted all those generations, all those years. And that's what I was able to catch up with, was a 7,000 a year span, which doesn't make true sense if we're going by true history. Because what is 7,000 years? Like, who is that? What is that signifying? Because we have artifacts that's older than
7,000 years.
Right.
And if we're the mothers and fathers who created everything never was, is, and never more to be, that's not indoctrination. That's called the truth. We are not apes. We are not monkeys. We did not descend from them. We are the mothers and fathers of the human family. Asiatic
Man, we were
and
just
Muslims.
talking about that in Sunday school. Was it Sunday school?
Probably
Darwinism. Yeah, Moors. It is so wonderful to know that we come from the light. We come from the great light. And,
We are the light.
We are the great light.
We stand on 5, and we function on 5. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islam.
Hey, so to conclude these portions, yeah, definitely, I'm getting recognized at state levels. I'm having congressional recognition. I'm having state recognition. I'm able to use my certificates if I need to go to the WIC office or the Jackson County the county health department, right? I'm able to use my documents here in local government. I'm able to use my documents in local government. I don't know what it is, right? I don't know what belligerence is going on. I don't know what rebelliousness is going on from the federal government, but they are not adhering to the state supremacy. And in the Constitution of the state of, in the Constitution of the United States of America, and in the Articles of Confederation, which was preceded before that, the states have the right to retain their own sovereignty. So whenever Moores is talking, anybody that's talking about a sovereign citizen, they better understand who's the sovereign. They got to understand who's the sovereign. So that is what I've been dealing with. And don't let these things discourage you. Come to home office.
I got a question. How much money have you gave me or my wife for any of this research that you're doing?
You or your wife?
Yeah.
I think I got services from this one time. I think I gave her $10 for a document.
Oh, okay. Well, no, we can't even. I'm doing that as I go live, and every time I got a brother or sister in here, I want y'all to see what you don't heard about Carbondale Bay is falsehood. Okay?
Yeah, the Moors is not. Let me be clear. The sister's business offered a service.
Right.
And that's what we dealt with. So the question was very general. But in regards to what has been proclaimed about my brother, selling false documents, scamming people, nay.
I got another question for you. If you come to Carbondale, Illinois right now, how many people can actually tell you what a Grand Sheik is here? Or say, Carbondale Bay's the Grand Sheik, or his wife is the Grand Sheik? Do you ever hear that around here?
Nay. Because it's only literally.
Oh, they the supreme heads. You ever hear
There's
something like
the,
that?
There's the European Sufi community that might know what a grand sheikh is.
Right.
And
I
they don't even know the functions of a grand sheikh.
No, they don't.
They just, their sheikh had a grand sheikh.
That's right.
So
that's right.
most of the Negroes, most of the Asiatics don't know what a sheikh is.
And don't care. They just want the help and they gone. Can you pay my bill? Can you feed me? Can you help me get my man out of jail?
And that's what a lot of Asiatics want to use the temple for.
That's it. So stop with all this. Oh, they're out there building up a temple of criminals. We do not even have, do we have a temple building here?
No.
We have to go to the Sufis when we want to have temple meetings.
We don't
correct?
have to. We choose to.
Well, we choose to. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm glad you said it like that.
We definitely don't have to see them because we have a lot of other individuals that will be willing to let us rent.
Definitely. I can go to Carbondale United. We can go back up to the old curbside, Brother Jeremy Bankhead, the Indigo. We can go anywhere. I'm not trying to boast or brag, but I am like the mayor of Carbondale, so to say. You see what I'm saying? And we're sitting on my front porch. So for all this, hey, have you seen the police ride through here once or twice?
I haven't seen them at all.
Y'all be saying some of the craziest stuff. And I stay right across the street from where?
The projects.
I'm in my community, man. I'm helping my people in my community, brothers and sisters, by Allah's permission, and I'm not boasting and bragging. But I need y'all to quit with the falsehood. Mainly half of y'all ain't never been around me, don't know nothing about Carbondale, don't know how we live around here, don't know nothing. Man knows not by being told. Man must be what he or she know.
Ooh, man, you know what? You done inspired my portion because there's a lot of you Moorish Americans that I love you all. I love everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I really
gotta keep love out front.
I prefer to love the Moors as just the most. All right.
Mm-hmm.
However, I see a lot of you Moorish Americans really being uppity in how you speak and how you treat people. I see a lot of you really. I mean, do some of y'all even have trauma in your life? Has some of you ever been through financial difficulties growing up? Like, did y'all go to a school that didn't teach you anything? Like, have you Moors actually been through some things, right? Have you been?
Because see, around us, that's what we're speaking about, our struggle. We're not sitting around tearing nobody down. We don't use our podium or the altar as a whipping post. I don't care if it's another group of Moors, because you ain't supposed to speak radical against the church or any member of any organized group.
That's what the prophet said.
And ain't no way you can clean it up. The law is the law. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, "We're not about religious controversy."
That's right.
People were sleeping with his wife. You think he was doing what y'all doing?
I didn't know that.
Man, look, people were sleeping with the Prophet's wife. People had said they was going to take the movement. Why you think he changed the... I'm going to ask y'all a question. Why y'all think the movement changed a couple of times? Huh? Because he trusted the wrong people. But he knew what you was going to do before you did what you did anyway. He knew. Yeah, he knew, Mo.
Jesus knew what Judas was going to do.
Yeah, he knew, Mo. And
who got to ask the question.
And when I share with y'all that Noble Drew Ali gave up his life, if he was the prophet of Allah, hear me out. Age 43, we know adds up to 7. We know those Sunni called Arabs today was trying to kill Noble Drew Ali. We know these so-called Masonic orders wanted Noble Drew Ali dead. Those higher powers up wanted Noble Drew Ali out of here. And you dirty Moors wanted him out of here.
Dirty Moors sitting right next to the prophet.
Kissing his hand, kissing his feet.
Oh, prophet.
Kissing his wife in the mouth.
Probably even worshiping the
Some
prophet.
did. Some did worship him.
Yeah, you know what? And that's another thing. You Moors, and there's a lot of people in general. Religious people in general. Don't worship your leaders. Stop that nonsense.
We worship no one but Allah, and we ain't spooked out. I'm going to say that again. We don't worship nothing but Allah, but we ain't spooked out. we understand who Allah is and what Allah is not.
Islam. So yeah, Moors, nationality is real. What we are offering the people is real.
That's right.
Also going through it hardship.
How much you get paid in the temple? You getting some money in the temple?
Man, as many hours as I spend on the temple cause. And last year I was really deep. Last year and the year leading up to that, I was the chairman, the Sunday school instructor, the hosting all the meetings. Well, not hosting
and
meetings,
working in the garden.
But there, yeah,
and the farm.
And the farm. So your brothers definitely exercise a lot of time, right? And then preparation, preparing for the Sunday school, preparing for the Holy Night, preparing to be the chair, right? These things take time and preparation, and I've gotten paid absolutely nothing.
Oh man, you know they said we make money over here, like we getting money or something.
What I'm not going to disclose what we will be doing.
Okay.
That's for the adepts.
That's for the adepts.
I'm not going to disclose what we will be doing. But the same way you see the United States operating, they got businesses. The temple will be doing the same.
And let me say this. You start your business, like I got a toilet paper company, right? Imagine if all these other so-called temples were getting, because we all got to wipe our booty, and ain't no other Moorish American community got a toilet paper company. Why y'all won't come get y'all toilet paper from Brother Ardnell Bey and his wife? Why you going to buy Scott's toilet paper or Robert's toilet paper? Chapter 25, Moors. If I get $1 million, more we can do inside of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Say that again. If I get $1 million, I'm thinking, Moors, there's more we can do in Chicago, Illinois to make our Mecca better for us, by us. I got ideals. We need our own cemetery. We need our own place to hold funerals.
Donald Trump got a cemetery.
We need our own place to hold functions. We need our own community inside of Chicago. If you're thinking on these type of vibrations and love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and you're not going to charge me a whole bunch of money, call me at 877-808-2477, extension 103. Because we're going to build those things in the name of Allah. Because the Prophet said those who do these things will be remembered. It's in our warning. So let's build more than love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. For about, I'm going to say, as long as I've been an officer in the Moorish Science Temple of America, I have heard people whisper bad things about Brother Ardnell Bey. I'm a little over 50 now, so we know time is getting shorter and shorter. I'm not playing. I ain't sleeping with none of y'all wives or your girlfriends, even though we ain't supposed to have girlfriends in the Moorish Science Temple of America. So quit talking about me like I'm sleeping around with your wife, like I'm out here selling drugs to the people.
Wait, Mo?
Oh, man. Like I'm wearing wires on people. That's how I'm an agent. Now, brother said, man, next time somebody call you an agent, you let them know that agents can't go to jail. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Agents can't go to jail.
That's your brother.
But why y'all running around whispering things like that? And that's so, is that like niggerish? What is that called?
Well, what we used to call this, because what we used to call this in the hood is sneak dissing.
Sneak dissing.
And that's what the BAN words used to do.
What's the B? Oh. I'm kind of slow, y'all. I had to think of that, huh? Spelled it out. Oh, yeah, it's long.
We are Moorish Americans, and we do not we don't use profanity.
No,
we're taught not to use it in our homes,
that's
or
right,
in public, or in the streets. we advocate for peace and not destruction.
There
That's
it
what
is.
we are taught by the
There it is.
directly. So
That's what we own.
I'm giving the
And bettering ourselves. Bettering ourselves. We're not over here speaking about Cannon Bay or any other eels or bays.
Any of these Moors. Any of them.
We ain't got time for that. While y'all sitting around discussing us, I'm out here dealing with these babies at the age of 13, 14 with ARs and fentanyl in their hand, man. Every other night there's a shooting in Carbondale, and guess who's on scene before the police get there? I'm there by Allah's permission. Or Brother Van's there by Allah's permission.
Brother Van be around.
Or Brother Michael's there by brother who's a Muslim as well. It's only 3 or 4 of us. That's what I'm doing, and I don't get $1 for that. I'm one of the ones who come to the door when there's gun problems in the neighborhood. And you brothers will speak down on me instead of hold me up. Say that again. Y'all speaking down about me upholding my community, speaking out against falsehood. I don't get it because I'm not with you. We become enemies. I want y'all to hear this mental sickness inside of us. You won't even buy toilet paper from me. Huh? Half of y'all on bought your books, on sold the brothers. Almost every Moorish American Muslim who has written a book, I done sold their book. And I didn't make $1 off your books, because you know why? You sell your books too high. Anything over $20, $25, you got to almost beat it out of a person.
20, I ain't gonna lie. The 20 poppers is, man, it's tough. I'm still selling 20 popper books.
I sold Brother Haru books.
Yusuf El Ali?
Yusuf El Ali books, but he's Yusuf Ali El.
Oh, Yusuf Ali El, pardon me.
We spent a little money with him, and he gave us a lot of those books.
Praise Allah.
Because we spent money with him. So he like tripled us up. You see what I'm saying? Brother Edward Zeal, Sheikh Edward Zeal in Baltimore, I sold his books. Brother Kerry books, Brother Kenya Umar Bey pamphlets. I didn't make money off of those things.
Bro, Anton Bey, he be going in.
Anton Bey.
He got a book.
I didn't make anything off of those things, but I was able to get the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding out there. Brother Cujo L with his pamphlets. You still got some of my pamphlets of Cujo too.
Yep, I got a couple pamphlets, Cujo.
I ain't make no money off these things.
That's the Candleland Moors.
That's the Candleland Moors. He like to have, he like to try to be like a op, but I brought him into Moor science. Okay? And I told him we can't be using no profanity, so he said, you too weak, I ain't gonna be with you. So that's why he over there doing what he doing. That ain't our enemy. Kenya Umar Bey is not my enemy.
Nay.
Toronto Johnson of Moore's Royal TV, that's not my enemy. I say what I got to say, and I move on in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Toronto, you watch it, Toronto. We ain't playing that stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. We ain't playing. Don't even mention him no more, Mo.
Hey, see, man, Moors, we got to do better. You see what I'm saying? I ain't hold nothing on, because I know a lot. I gotta keep my heart and my mind light and pure and clean. Light, pure, and clean. Because I gotta leave here one day. You see what I'm saying? I'm prepared to go, Allahu Akbar. Whenever Allah say be, that's when it be. So I don't have any hate against any of y'all, but I can't sit with you. I can see your smile, your lower self too well. I can see your nakedness. Okay? And for me to sit up under, you got to have more than me. You have more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding than me. You got to be able to teach me how to heal me when I'm sick using chapter 1. Huh? We ain't got to go into all those other chapters. You're supposed to be able to use chapter 1 to even get out a court case. Man, let me quit talking to y'all. Because, see, y'all don't know this. Call things out. And you tell it to be. If you the Lord of the universe, Moors. Chapter 1. So, we want to share this vibration with y'all, Moors. Let's do better, man. Just imagine if all of us had our credit together. All of us was teaching our people about correcting their status, finding out if you really came from Africa or you've been hoodwinked or you've been tricked. It means something to know these things. The more you know about you, the better off you are in life and winning. Hayya as-salat, hayya as-salat, which means come to prayer, come to prayer. Come to success, come to success. I'm going to say that again. The more you find out about you, the better you can move in life. You scared to know about you? You scared to know about you? See, we got a lot of alcoholics out there because they're scared to go and study self. So now you're going to run to the bottle. Or you're going to run to the crack pipe. Or the powder. Or the meth.
Hey, and look, Mo. The blunts.
The blunts.
They be ready to the blunts too, Mo.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I did just drink all that coffee too.
We ready to the coffee.
Y'all see I had to be quiet? I just drunk all that coffee, y'all. But we on high though. But look, Morris, let's quit playing and let's do better. You still got your drink. That's that ginger though. That ginger get in your throat. You be like, woo.
I'm not gonna lie to you, cause look, Morris, I don't know what's been going on in the atmosphere, but especially when there's cold air here.
Oh yeah, everybody's getting sick right now.
Everybody is trying to get it. I don't know what's going on. So what I do know is the cold air
boost up your immune system.
It dehydrates you more.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got to keep these electrolytes in you.
Mm-hmm.
And you can drink water,
mm-hmm.
but add electrolytes.
Mm-hmm.
Add you some tea, add you some salt. You know what I'm saying? Add you some
sea salt, not none of that table stuff.
Sea salt, no iodinized part of the body. Listen, Mo,
you killing them.
I ain't never had that in years.
Well, some people, you say salt, that's all they know.
They think man, I'm sorry, Morris.
That's all they know, Mo.
Himalayan sea salt. Pink Himalayan sea salt.
You know they got a black salt too.
I don't know about that
one. I don't have to get the proper name of it. I'll share it with you. Yeah, Jamaican.
I'm gonna just tell y'all what I know about.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Pink
that's right.
Himalayan sea salt. That is electrolyte, Morris.
Islam.
So peace and love, gratitude for hearing us out. Just remember that we're always striving to grow.
That's right.
Even the executives in our temple are still in class.
That's right.
They're still learning.
My wife is in class right now, more while we talking.
Learning.
Sick and all. Still working.
So
Allahu Akbar.
And belief in Allah is the portion that will get us through all of these. Because the Circle 7, Chapter 1 says, victory is assured. So don't let these distractions, right, help you lose faith.
That's right.
Don't let these toughness help you lose faith. We have to keep iman. We have to keep faith.
That's right.
And fruition.
That's right.
Fruition will come.
That's what we're into. We ain't into belief. We're into fruition, more. Islam. We be what we know.
And not what we're taught.
Islam.
That's
Barato Barabo.
Man, Barato Rabo.
There you go.
Rabo.
Yeah. He thought he was 8.
Yeah, he said, man, he
thought he was 8, Mo.
Jesus said, hey, that's why. Pardon me. Jesus said, that's insightful. Where'd you get that from? He said, my priest told us so.
My priest told me
and
so.
We don't know before that, so we just know it.
We don't want you to say the Grand Sheik told me so.
Nay. And that's why we here, because look, Morris, just because it worked for one of your heads.
Don't mean
just because it worked for
somebody else. That's what we started off with. That's right.
It doesn't mean it's always going to work for who?
That's right. That's right.
So you have to be in relationship with your Father God Allah.
That's right.
You have to be listening to the messages that your Father God Allah.
How they gonna listen? That mean they gotta learn how to meditate?
They gotta be quiet.
Ooh.
And still. And you can get, man, look, you don't have to have no super posture. You can sit like this. Close your eyes.
Say that Morris American prayer and go there, huh? Just be still.
Islam.
Ain't nothing hard about it, huh?
Be still. Listen to the highest things, the highest aspirations in your life. Listen to what's going on. Listen to what that spirit, that ruach inside of you is saying.
Spirit and soul.
Because man and Allah is one.
See, you know, the Wahhabism, those imams will tell you, you can't say man and Allah are one. But you can when you understand where you come from and where you're going back to. Islam. Everything comes from Allah, and the only thing that exists is what?
Allah. Ain't nothing existing but Allah.
Everything else is illusion and must pass away.
That is why, Morris, in our documentation, we say we. We say we. Whenever we're proclaiming our affidavits,
That's
our
right.
estates,
That's right.
we say we, because if the moment you say I, the moment you stuck on I, you forget about Allah.
There's 5 eyes in the Old Testament of the Bible too. You know that, right? It's called the 5 eyes in the book of Isaiah. And you know who was demonstrating those 5 eyes?
The Lord?
No.
Who?
The Lord self.
The Lord self.
The Lord self was demonstrating the 5 eyes in the book of Isaiah that you just talking about. And he said he would become like a God. With that, we're going to say peace. Because we know the only thing that changes not is Allah. Right?
Allah changes not.
Oh, can you leave us out with some of that music of yours?
Man.
Let's leave out with some of that music of yours.
I'll leave y'all off. Ahava, Emet, Islam, Yeshua, Vu, Zadat.
Most of my people stay in poverty, cause we not fighting the real enemy. That's how it go down in the county. We had a racist judge that was overwhelming.
Make your way to the county, you told him.
I had got that when I was in my heart that was empty. No matter if they said you nothing.